life is very important to me, as is living in a safe neighborhood. So as mayor, could you specifically tell me what you would do to stop bars like Diamond Jim's from encroaching into residential neighborhoods?
You know, the zoning for properties is one thing that cities are supposed to do through planning. When in a zoning area, a building or a store that's zoned for that is inappropriate, then there's code enforcement, and code enforcement has not only a right but a responsibility. You know, you put a bar, a gas station, a church, a mechanic shop in a neighborhood, it's because either the zoning was previously allowed or the zoning is currently allowed. But that zoning comes with conditions, and those conditions of approval have to be met. This city council took action on a recycling facility that was appropriately zoned next to a grocery store. But that recycling facility wasn't doing what it needed to do. It was attracting people who were not paying attention to what the community needed, and the city council shut it down.
Elected officials don't always have a lot of fun. They have to make tough decisions. In this particular case, you need to consider that businesses are leaving Chula Vista in droves. So to say that I would close down a bar would not necessarily be conducive to attracting future business to the city. That being said, the balance has to be as to how is that business impacting the neighborhood. The ordinances that are in place, which allow that particular bar, to open a business there. In order for us to do something about that, or if there's enough public outcry, we have to work within the policies and regulations of the city to get that done. So my answer is a little bit, on the political side. You have to consider all of the factors. People in business, we translated that to a pet shop would be a little bit more glamorous or allowable. But be it any kind of business, have a right to do business in the city, and they're doing it under prescribed policy and law. So if we want to change that, we have to go through the process, and certainly you make a good case that if a particular business is infringing upon a neighborhood in a negative way, that something needs to be done about that.
One of the probably most favorite things that I can do as a city council member, and that if I were the mayor and I'm asking you to elect me as mayor, will be able to do more of, because I will be a full-time elected official at that point, is going to people's neighborhoods and working with them to solve the problems. Whether it's an unruly bar that it happens to be 50 feet from single-family residences, or a bus line that's going right through the middle of a condominium project, or a housing development that the developer has gone out of business and left the roads and the public areas undone and in bad repair. Going in there and working with neighbors and seeing how you can help and how the city of Chula Vista can help solve problems to make neighborhoods better. With respect to unruly bars, we have a situation that you don't see in the city of San Diego, in that we have a business core that's 1 block away from a single-family neighborhood. The fact is that whether you're a bar, a nail salon, a dry cleaner, or a grocery store, you have to play by the rules. And nobody has the right to basically infringe upon anybody else's quality of life or their serenity. And the fact is, I've been working with the neighbors on the Diamond Jim's issue. I've been working with the neighbors on other issues with respect to bars. And the fact is that the rules don't allow us to do things to step in. So guess what? You hire us to change the rules when they don't work for you. And that's what we're going to do, and I'm going to keep fighting for the neighborhoods of this community.